Hey guys, welcome back to another Skyrim mods video, which should be the first video in November. This year kinda went by fast and it kept kinda getting worse, but I'm glad you guys stayed to watch my videos. Today I got a few fun mods that I think you guys will end up loving, and as always, all mods are marked in timestamps, so feel free to skip around. And if you end up finding a mod that you like, make sure to hit that like button down below, and maybe subscribe to the channel because it really helps me out. And because it is free, you can get your money back anytime. So with that said and out the way, let's dive right in, and also one quick side note, don't forget to endorse mod authors. This new mod for combat and for NPCs. This mod is called NPC Spell Variance, Spell Variety AI. This mod revamps the AI of mages and witches alike, so they will start to use new spells in every single spell in their inventory that they may have learned. So you may see them starting to use more healing spells with one hand and then blasting you with master level spells using the other hand. Make no mistake though, this mod is going to make your combat much harder than before, because now NPCs will no longer be predictable. They will also use mod added spells as long as that spell is set up to be distributed to NPCs. Usually NPCs would just use one continuous casting spell such as flames or frost and then run around so you can't get close. But now they will take advantage of distance and use spells for protection, if you do happen to get close somehow. The spells are still restricted to level though, so a level 1 bandit won't be hitting you with the master level spell. But after you hit a certain level, everything will be possible. And this mod works for all NPCs, not just enemy types, so even those new follower mods that you added to your game will work with this. Up next, a new gameplay mod. Well, I consider it gameplay. But this mod is called Simple Wearable Lanterns Remastered. This mod adds 4 brand new lanterns to your game that can be crafted, or you can purchase them from certain merchants in Skyrim. As the name suggests, this is a complete remaster of the original version, with new models for the lanterns to match those 4,000 mods in your load order, as well as fixes for bugs that were present in the original mod. These lanterns, as mentioned, can be crafted at a forge with simple ingredients like iron ingots and linen wraps, but they also require a bit of magic, such as fire salts, that make them last forever. But that is only for the iron lantern. Each lantern will have its own unique special requirement that makes it last forever and makes it feel immersive. As of right now, this mod only uses vanilla lighting, so no requirements are needed to install this mod and have fun. The next mod adding a new armor called New Leather Armor, coming with support for 3BA and Himbo, which means this is unisex. And based on the mod's description, this is actually a port for a mod made for Oblivion. So considering that, and with how good this looks, it makes me want to actually try modding Oblivion for once. This also comes with 2 variants. One is just the Dark Noble variant that I showed first, but there is a lighter version called just Noble Leather Armor. And if I'm being honest, I feel like this armor is meant for female characters, and that's just because it looks better on them, to me at least. The stats of this armor is that of Elven armor in vanilla, and it can be crafted at any forge once you have the advanced armor crafting perk. You can also find it in the level list once you pass level 9, but I also found it on one of the Khajiit caravan NPCs, so if you want it early, go and kill them somehow. And here's the first person view for those using improved camera SC. I don't play in first person, but I still use this mod for some reason. And now we're on the roll of furniture mods. The first one up for Whiterun only, unless you have a mod changing it, and it's for the healing altars in the Temple of Kinnereth. This mod is called On the Mend, a healing altar replacer. This mod doesn't really change the altar itself. It will still use whatever retexture you have in your Skyrim for Whiterun, but it will add a small mattress and a pillow to make it more comfortable for those in need of healing. I would love to see blood spots on these added just for immersion, but for now this is already pretty great. I also advise to use the low res version, you really can't tell the difference. In another furniture mod, but taking us from Skyrim all the way to Solstheim. This one is for the bed, and also by the same mod author. This new mod is called Dunmer Dreams, a dark elf bed replacer. There's 2 versions, well technically 4, but essentially the most basic one where just the mattress and the covers is changed, and it will use dark elf furniture SMIM for the bed frame. But then there's the second option to have the furniture completely replaced, a new bed frame and all, which is the one I recommend to get the full effect of this mod. And the reason I said there's 4 versions is because each bed frame version has the color variance option, so you will see a mix of red and blue on the beds, but the bed frame will still stay the same color out of the variants. If you use the color variance version though, you cannot use those blankets patch, so you can either have red and blue beds placed throughout your Solstheim, and it does kind of matter because the base object swapper version chooses the smart places to put them, or you can just have comfy looking NPCs. But now for the rest of the furniture in Solstheim, also by the same mod author of course. This mod is called Redoran Reverie, a Dunmer furniture replacer. This mod takes those boring stick chairs and replaces them with a much more fancy and comfortable variant. The tables were replaced as well, along with much more. And just like the previous mod, this one also comes with 2 variants, the base object swapper version with color randomized, or just the basic replacer version. This time though, it really doesn't matter which one that you pick because there isn't really any patches that won't work on either one, along with the fact that every furniture that was replaced still has the vanilla portions, so NPCs can get out of them and get in them as easily as in vanilla, at least without ruining your immersion. These replacers are simply amazing. And just one last one, just for why not reasons. This one replaced the bedrolls in Skyrim with the mod called Bedroll Alternative. No longer will bandits sleep on fur of animals that they didn't kill because they don't leave the fortress. Now they will sleep on mattresses that they probably stole from an inn somewhere. This replaces the standard bedroll and also the ones inside of tents, but not all the ones inside the tents. I'm not sure what separates them. This new environmental mod is called Diverse Down Logs. This mod by Frank Black, as the name suggests, takes advantage of base object swapper, your fern textures, preferably cathedral 3D sword ferns, and high quality ivy to add flora to every down tree just to signify the moss growing on them. But because it uses base object swapper, every version will look different from the other one because there are a lot of fallen trees in Skyrim and it would look boring just to be a copy and paste. I had to actually switch my trees from Nature of the Wildlands to Happy Little Trees because that one isn't supported. But Happy Little Trees, vanilla trees, for some reason people still using those in 2024, and also Overhaul are supported by this. But that's all stated on the mod page. And also as a quick disclaimer, in this showcase I'm not currently using Cathedral Sword Fern. I'm currently using the ferns from Shrubbery Symphony, so it works with that as well, as you can see. Cathedral is just preferred.
Get out of my way, shitface!
This new fun mod is called Collision Dialogue Overhaul. It revamps the collision reaction system in Skyrim, adding new funny and not safe for work reaction to NPCs, adding well over 500 new lines, and they also use vanilla voice types, not AI. The reactions have a lot of conditions, such as where you bumped into them, as well as your race and gender.
I can see right up your nose.
Ah, what have you been eating? Horse muck? You want some, huh? Do you?
Hey, come on, brother, be careful.
Stop that, you muck sprout!
Stupid noir.
And the finest oddities.
Blind bastard.
This mod can become extremely racist if you play as the best race and bump into the worst people. But if you don't like those comments, you can also download the MCM optional file and turn the comments off, along with the not safe for work ones, and just keep the funny ones. Finally, a new interior mod because those are becoming quite common on my channel, but this one is for the Sarethi farm and the Rift. This new mod is called Snazzy Interior Sarethi Farm. If I said their name wrong, as always, feel free to let me know down in the comments. But as you can tell, this mod completely revamps the interior of the farm, adding extra clutter that gives new life to this interior. And the best part is that it takes advantage of the Dunmer furniture replacer that I just showcased earlier in the video, so you will now see these furnitures in Skyrim as well. And this also is without a Lux patch that I'm showcasing. The most I got though was a few flickering lights, but this interior was still beautiful. And that's mainly due to them keeping the vanilla layout, just pretty much adding onto this interior with new furniture, clutter, and also life. And by life I just mean the floor because the vines weren't in here before. The exterior was changed a little, so I might need a few patches for Rift and exterior mods, but it's a good thing Gutmaw always makes a huge patch collection. And that was pretty much it for today, guys. Let me know which mods you would be willing to try. And don't forget to endorse mod authors if you end up downloading these mods. But for now, peace and love, guys.